Good evening, Sir Leo Arcayos. I am Ishalmar Andrade from G2A-1. This topic is all about criteria on damage stability. Damage stability determination according to Solas chapter 2 to 1. Solas chapter 2 to 1 set crucial criteria for damage stability in ship, ensuring they can remain afloat and stable even after suffering damage like collision or groundings. The primary goal is to prevent catastrophic event and safeguard lives at sea. The methods used to determine damage stability depend on the ship type and construction depth. Methods for assessing damage stability. 1. The deterministic method. This tradition approach used predefined damage scenario to assess if a ship meets minimum stability criteria after flooding. It's more straightforward method often used for older vessels and those carrying hazardous materials. Calculating focus on ensuring survival under specific defined damage condition. 2. Probabilistic method. This more modern approach introduced in Solas 2009 use probability to assess the likelihood of survival after various damage scenario. It calculates an attend subdivision index representing the overall probability of survival. This A index must exceed required subdivision index determined by the ship flight and the passenger capacity. This approach considers a broader range of damage possibilities, offering a more comprehensive assessment of damage stability. Key criteria and concept. First, compartmentalization. Dividing the ship into watertight compartment is fundamental. More compartments generally improve survivability, limited the extent of flooding. Permeability. This refers to the percentage of a compartment's volume filled with water after flooding. It's a crucial factor in calculation for both methods. A compartment filled with air has higher permeability than one filled with heavy cargo. Floodable light and that deterministic approach. This is the maximum light of a compartment that can flood without causing the ship to sink below the margin line. Subdivision index A and R. The probabilistic method used this to determine compliance. The attend index reflects the ship's ability to survive flooding, while the required index is a minimum standard based on ship type and size. Residual stability. After flooding, the vessel must retain enough stability to remain afloat and avoid capsizing. This is often expressed as a minimum residual righting moment or minimum range of positive stability. Intact stability. Even before damage, the vessel must possess adequate intact stability to withstand the effects of flooding. Compliance and regulation. Compliance with SOLAS Chapter 2 to 1 is mandatory. Ship must meet the specified criteria using either the deterministic or probabilistic method depending on the ship type and size. Regular inspection and crew training are essential to maintain compliance and ensure effective damage control. The ultimate goal is to ensure ship survival and the safety of those on board in the event of damage. The deterministic approach is simpler but less comprehensive. The probabilistic method, after a more realistic and assessment of damage stability, reflecting the inherent uncertainties of collision scenarios. Thank you. That's all. Thank you.